Welcome back to another episode of Your Visionary Podcast. I'm your host, Christian Brown, also known as Visionary CJ. And today we have a short but important episode for you today. It was really random for me when I recorded it. I was just going through some things and I wanted to really preach a message to myself about staying focused when you're going through turmoil. So I'm excited for everyone to hear that. But before we go any further, I want to remind you what Your Visionary Podcast is all about. This is the one and only podcast intentionally designed to push you forward towards the vision you have created for your life. And if you don't have a vision for your life, this is a podcast to help you structure a vision to become the person God created you to be. And with every episode, my goal is to tell real, authentic, purposeful stories, not cap, but true stories to help you create a vision for your life and get closer to your purpose. A purpose where you're having an impact on those around you and on the world. And so if you like what you hear today, please share this podcast. If you're on the Apple Podcast app, there's a button below the play button, 3 dots. Click on that and you'll see a share button icon. Click that share button, send it via email, text message, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you use to talk to people. Share this and go listen to the episodes previous. There it is. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace. Trivia question. How many pandemics does it take to drive a normal man insane? You ready for the answer? The answer is 0. See, before we've even experienced the pandemic, average people have been losing their sanity daily. And now that our world is in a season of craziness, it seems like the appropriate time to lose hope. I'd like to share 3 ways I've personally been staying focused through turmoil. And I don't think I've been doing the best these last 3 to 4 months, but I've been making it through. And now I feel called to share my heart. I've had many friends reach out to me and talk this year. Some have experienced losses in their family due to COVID. Others have experienced unemployment, and a number are struggling with their relationships. Now, I don't have a degree in life coaching, but I do have a passion for gratitude, and that seems to be the root of the conversations that when I'm given the opportunity to encourage my loved ones. And I've shared many techniques and action steps with my friends, but today I want to share 3 with you. And I can't guarantee that these things will work for you, but I do know that they've been providing positivity for myself and those who I've shared them with so far. And here they are. Number 1, start with the end in mind. And see, I know a lot of motivational speakers say it's key to be present and live life in the moment. But what about when your present life isn't so great? See, in this case, I personally like to think about my end goal and try to figure out what action steps I can take today to get me closer to that goal. For example, I've been a part of 7 books so far with my business, and writing a book will definitely teach you a few things about patience. Sometimes when I'm less than 5,000 words in, I get very discouraged and I feel like just closing my laptop and tucking it under my bed. But it's times like this where I have to intentionally think about the end goal, about how my client will feel when they're flipping through the pages of their book, ecstatic to see their vision turn to reality. And this picture I create in my mind, it gives me the motivation to push through the next couple thousand words. So yes, it's important to be present, and it's arguably more important to start with the end in mind when your present isn't so pleasant. And number 2, find time to meditate and exercise. And I say both because some people I know aren't so fond of working out. And if this is the case for you, then meditation will work just fine. But I believe it's important to find an outlet for your mind. There's so much chaos going on. It could be in your personal life or in the world, and it's making so much noise, whether that be on the media or in your email box. And I can admit that I'm guilty of mentally screaming when I'm overwhelmed with too much going on in my life. And during this moment, I have to mentally check out. And I do this personally by exercising or by using the Calm app to do a quick 3 to 5 meditation. Even if you don't have the app, just giving yourself a moment of silence with your eyes closed, it'll provide a release for you. And there's a quote that I love, and it goes, "In silence, there's no emptiness, is full of answers." And number 3, find an accountability partner. And this makes me think of the cliche quote, "Iron sharpens iron." But how many of you know that this quote is actually biblical? Proverbs 27:17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so does a friend sharpen a friend." It's much easier to stay focused when you know that someone is expecting you to succeed, when you know that you have to follow up with a friend, a certain action item. Even if that's just writing down one thing you're grateful for every day, it plants a seed in your mind that you have to get it done. And so these are the 3 ways that I've personally been able to stay focused in the midst of turmoil. And so if you've adapted any of these methods or you have any of your own, comment below and let me know what they are. Peace and love.